Hello guys, welcome back Today we are trying to make artifacts work. I have never had much luck trying to make artifacts work. Well, we're kind of going the counterspell route. I don't know. Just a jumble of counterspells, some synergy with artifacts. This guy lets you sack artifacts, draw cards. We're hoping to sack tokens for that, treasure maps, blah blah blah. This guy makes tokens when you cast an artifact. This guy right here is pretty fun with Helm of the Host. So is Traxos. He's pretty fun with Helm of the Host. So Helm of the Host is in here for one of those two cards more than likely. Don't see us putting it on a token, I guess. What else is in here? One Golden Guardian, just because, yeah, if we can get it to proc, that's pretty cool to be able to create 4/4s each turn. So it's pretty much a token artifact deck with blue to kind of keep it together and make it work. Because we are running a lot of artifacts, we get to run some fun lands, just the basics. These scry, no maximum hand size, destroy a land, and draw a card. So, without further ado, let's hop in and see how this deck does. Probably not good. But that is how you experiment and figure out how to improve decks later on. So this is a rough draft of a deck. That being said, don't be too hard on me. Two fountains, treasure maps, ways to scry, and a Karn. I'm gonna go with keep. Now, this deck has absolutely no removal. We're relying on some counter spells to stall the game early, and then hopefully by the time they have creatures out, we have a pretty big board built with Karn or something. Don't need to scry yet, I don't think. Blue and white probably means our fountains are completely useless and will be used to cycle cards. Ooh, we might be playing against something a little spicy here, it looks like. Do we want the land? It guarantees us our Karn drop. Sure, let's take it for now. I was going to play the treasure map, but since we have a land coming up next, let's just go ahead and drop down both our fountains. So the play will be Sai, Master Thopterist, next turn, and hopefully possibly let us create a little token with our when we play Karn. Well, let's try to get this guy to stay down. He's not getting a lot of spirit synergy going on with his cards. He left 2 mana open. Kinda worries me. Let's just throw down the treasure map in case he's countering. That way we get the guaranteed token. So we can block, tap, and sack if we want. Although with 3 treasure maps out, I think taking the damage is a-okay. Not right now.
Say hello to my little...
And just in case he has a settle, we'll go with the 1. So he has 5 damage on board, we're gaining 3, so he deals 2.
I have let my friends down.
We will scry. Treasure map is fine. We will go ahead and activate the treasure map. We kind of need flyers right now. I think we're not going to take that guy. We'll wait to scry. This is a pretty interesting deck we're up against. No blocks just yet. Sure. So I don't think we want to sacrifice any of our tokens yet. Now that we've dealt damage, I think we are okay to sack our tokens. Well, good game. This one goes to our opponent with Aegis of Heaven and High Alert as a combo. That's not a bad little combo he's got going on there. I didn't expect this deck to win any games. But we have to play it so that we can see if anything's possible. Although we did not see a single counterspell that game, which was rather unfortunate and a little strange. Well, there's our Helm of the Host. Let's see what we have up next and try to find a 3-drop. Possibly. That is not a 3-drop. We're looking for a 3-drop or a land, so... it might be worth treasure mapping again for a land to guarantee us a 4th turn play. Second Helm of the Host. Do we start stopping a little bit of damage? Get this ready to go. This is probably going to get killed if I play it, I would imagine. So, well, all we can do is play it and see what happens. Maybe he has the destroy target non-legendary creature in his hand since he left 2 open. It's a possibility. Or he's even too open to draw a card. That could be it too. Some type of aggro-ish black deck, I'm assuming? So now we're hoping for a land. He has a -3 something or other in his hand, I'm guessing. I don't know what card would do that. -3, -3. Who knows? Hey. I think we're going to treasure map. Karna's good. Oh, I should have attacked first, but I don't want to lose him anyways.
Our actions determine the course of history.
Don't want to quite making tokens with him just yet.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
Do not want the land. So we can play both counter spells. We might just play with the board we already have developed and not play anything else. But if we play the wall, we can untap everything again. Let's go ahead and make a token.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
Then let's swing in with this guy. Is our opponent going to commit his whole board to him? Sure. Let's go ahead and throw this guy at the last. And then let's untap all our guys. We have a counter spell open if we absolutely need it. Yep, that's not going to be enough, buddy. I think our opponent may be new to Magic. That's what it takes for this deck to win, evidently. We don't really care if that dies. I mean, I could have countered that, but why? That one we're going to counter. Alrighty, let's see what we draw. Land it is. At this point we can just...
A curious choice.
We can just keep creating these guys and rely on them and draw cards off Karn, I think. We can afford to attack with one. It's about time for our opponent to give up, I feel like, but he does not want to, and that's fine. There it is. Alright, one more test with this version of this deck. I'm curious if any of you guys have gotten something like this to work. Let me know down below like what changes you have and what you're running. I've tried a few different variations of this. I've just never quite got anything to work out really well. So Fountain and Treasure Map and Negate. His first turn play will let us know whether we're playing the Treasure Map or the Negate. So blue, we're going to go with Treasure Map in case he has a counter spell. before he can have the mana to play a counterspell. We're going to scry and then keep negate open next turn, more than likely. We do have Tezzeret in our starting hand, which is a pretty big piece of this deck that we haven't drawn into the prior 2 games. Isn't the artwork on this guy just so cool? Our opponent deciding what they want to do. Looks like they may be in some land trouble right now. Don't need him till later. It's tempting to try to get lucky and draw a land next turn and not use the treasure map, but that's a pretty greedy play. I think we need to play it safe and treasure map for our land. We have the negate open, so in the eventuality that blue plays a card, let's see. Oh, maybe he's a discard deck, huh? Kite Sail doesn't really tell us that right off the bat, but oh man, this poor guy. Okay, so he's Dimir, probably Dimir discard, probably from the information I'm given right now. That's what I would assume. And there's our land. The good news is we have a negate to counter his eventual Thought Erasure when he draws his black land. Oh man, I feel this guy's struggle. I really do. It almost makes me want to be a nice guy and just like let him win. Of course, I'm not going to do that, but it's what I want to do. Or should I do that? Maybe I should just let him feel good. It feels so bad to get land screwed like that. Strange that he kept a 1-land mulligan though, which tells me, or a 1-land open hand, tells me that if he kept 1 in his opening, he probably has a really good hand other than the land, so he probably curved out perfect, like, you know, his probably like Thought Erasure, Disinformation Campaign, a follow-up for his 4th turn. Like, he probably had a really good hand and he didn't want to give it up, so he's hoping to draw into the land for it. Oh man, that's too bad. Well, let's try one more. I need to get some more information from these matches than I've been able to get in the 3 that I've played so far. Seems to be a recurring theme. Fountain of Renewal and Treasure Map. I'll take it. I don't know about these guys. I feel like maybe having 1 in the deck is okay, but I think 4 is a little overboard. Because they're really not that useful otherwise until we start generating tokens and we need to gain card advantage back. Alright, so This is going to be a fast deck, I would assume. Yeah. The good news is the creature has to enter the battlefield for that to take effect, so... Nope. Helm of the Host. We can't keep yet. Oh man, we have 2 of them in the deck. Let's hope we come into another one. We can scry next turn. Although, Fountain of Renewal may be a better play. That'll take us down to 2 damage a turn instead of 4 or 3. Nah, let's go ahead and scry. Most of this deck is playable with 4 mana. I don't know that I need that yet. And we drew into land anyways, so we are not punished for throwing that away. Really, we're countering those because we don't want them drawing cards with Mentor of the Week. Yep, and we don't want the land. Or Mentor of the Meek, yeah. Speaking of Legion, Conquistador is actually a very good card for the common only playlist. So if you're building a common only deck, it's actually pretty strong. It's actually a pretty strong draw engine to help you curve out. Popper is the word that I'm looking for. Popper playlist. So thank goodness for our scries. We had 3 lands in a row. And that is good. It's gonna get some big Johnnies here pretty soon. Don't think we want the other treasure map right now. The card draw would be nice, but we're a little behind on the board. Karn, on the other hand, gives us a blocker. So if we +1 him, he's still gonna take 4 damage, right? Let's put him at 2. If we -2 him, he's gonna be at 3 and take 4. So maybe we plus him right now.
I'll make use of that later.
So we get another land, which is fine. Let us throw a fountain down. I should have attacked first, maybe. This is a learning experience for me playing this. Most of these white decks are running Ixalons or Conclave. Ixalan's Binding or Conclave Tribunal, so I would imagine that's a prime target for his Conclave if he has one. So let's stop his draw engine.
My retribution will be swift.
Ooh. Let's see what we get first. Oh, land. Let's see what we get from here. Essence Scatter is pretty good. There's the card we were waiting for. Hieromancer's Cage. Well, we were waiting for one of them. I think we may use this guy's ability. And sack a fountain. And Karn. Why is it not letting me select Karn, I wonder? I'll do a treasure map then. Land. Alright. Go ahead and use the treasure map. We don't want the land. Look at that. Don't think we can attack yet. So these guys, again, not finding a whole lot of use for them. I think counter spells in place of them would be better. Almost anything would be better. Maybe keep like one in the deck. Really? So we're gonna activate his ability. And can't attack yet. Let's see. Gotta block this guy, do this guy. Let's go ahead and use the map. Karn is just what the doctor ordered. Let's go ahead and see what's on here. We don't want that. I think creating tokens is pretty important right now, so let's do that first. Drop down Karn.
Until you have lived as a statue, do not.
What do we
talk
have
to
in
me
exile?
about pigeons.
Another Karn and Negate. Negate wouldn't be bad to grab. We're gonna make a token right now, though.
There is great power in the things we make.
Well, you gotta concede. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. This deck has a long way to go before it's gonna be playable. Hopefully after another couple weeks of messing with it, I'll have something better to show you guys. I do think that there is some potential with this particular archetype. I just think it hasn't quite been found yet. So if you have any thoughts or suggestions, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you guys down in the comments about it and try out some of your ideas. More minds, you know, 2 minds is better than 1, 3 minds is better than 1, etc., etc. Hope you all have a good day and enjoy life.